day with the GTO, last day with the Supercharger. Literally right now, I'm about to go to the post office. I gotta get a package because they tried to deliver and nobody was here to sign for it, so I gotta go pick it up from the post office. Pretty much what the package is an LS2 intake for the GTO. So I am able to completely remove the Supercharger, put on the intake, and still be movable for a moment. I'm also working on some little stuff on the BMW real quick before I pull in the GTO all the way in. But figured I'd get one more cruise in before the Supercharger goes away. I got tons and tons of parts coming this week between today and Fridays. You know, fingers crossed. Hopefully this whole build doesn't take me too long. I'm assuming, you know, to be back movable within a week or two. Knowing me, it'll be a lot faster, but within a week or two. And then tuned, I'm not sure. I gotta schedule a tune, but I gotta see where I'm at with the turbo build and getting all my welds, making sure everything is nice and pressure tested, there's no leaks, all that kind of stuff. I also have to figure out somebody to do my aluminum welding. For one, I would like to have my intake tubing welded, and then my oil drain line welded onto the oil pan. So that may be a bit of a hassle, but we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up.
Taking it out for what? It's all the pop shit with my grill in.
It's gonna be so weird hearing a turbo whistle and not a Supercharger whine. Like, I got pretty used to the whine all the time, so this car's gonna sound funny for a little bit. And the exhaust you guys gonna have to kind of give me some ideas on exhaust. I want to run it out the back, but from what I've seen, it might be a little difficult. So I may have to do a dump of some sort, and I'm not sure about it, to be honest. I don't want it to be so ridiculous that I get annoyed, but it looks cool, or it shoots flame out the front of the car or something. I don't know. But that's a concern for sure. But when we get there, we get there. Not gonna lie, I'm hella gonna miss the Supercharger, but I'm super excited for what this car is gonna be like. It's gonna be an animal. I just can't wait to show you guys the parts I got. Definitely didn't go budget. Like, I pretty much used everything I made off of the Supercharger to buy everything for the turbo. Alright guys, so today and tomorrow I have to pull out the Supercharger of the GTO. I got to pull out the heat exchanger and also the ice tank. Pretty much when I made the sale of the Supercharger, just sold him everything complete, pretty much everything he needs to bolt it straight into his car and run, or pretty much tune it and go. So the only thing that I did not sell him was my fuel pump. So right now, for the time being, we're gonna leave the 300C in the GTO up until I get my dual fuel setup, or dual pump setup, and then we'll go from there. I'm pretty much going to get it running, so the fuel system is going to be the very last thing I get to. Just so the car, once the turbo stuff is all in there, it will be movable. And then once it's movable, then I'll go ahead and do the fuel. And yeah, so we're going to really try to get all of the very physical work done. Get the turbo mounted up to where it fits the hood, clears the hood. I would like to get another strut bar back on the car, which would be really awesome. As you guys know, I still really want a nice, fun street car. So, and that's what this is. It's still going to be a street car. I don't want it to go so fast where I got to get a cage and all this craziness. So really fun, comfortable street car. Obviously, I'm going to do a little bit of different setup on the car tire wise, and yeah. So I wanted to perform number 1, quarter mile, number 2, road race, and number 3 on the streets. So once again, we're really trying to do an all-around car. An all-around car is the best car in my opinion. If I can't take my girl out on a date in it, it's not worth it to me. Now, last but not least, I've been having a lot of going back and forth with the Beamer. Part of me wants to keep it real bad because I put so much work and effort into it. It's pretty clean in the engine bay. In all honesty, the Beamer would have been the easier car to turbo, but now I'm just trying to finish the GTO completely. So that's the deal. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think. I really do enjoy the Beamer, but at the same time, I have another car in mind that I should have bought in the first place. Alright, it is time. It is time to bring the GTO in and slowly start this teardown process. Not gonna lie, I feel it in my chest a little bit. I might want to cry in this video. No, I'm kidding. I am a little sad, I'm not gonna lie about it. But, you know, bigger things to come, so let's get it. So I'm pretty hyped. I just got my throttle body on. That my oil catch can was doing a great job. Before I did the oil catch can on this setup, it was pretty oily in here, and that's just because the dirty side was getting sucked up with the vacuum of the Supercharger. So it's nice and clean. Like there's literally like hardly any residue on there. So that just makes me really happy to see. So for this build, I'm gonna do my best to make it as clean as possible. I want this to be the best build quality that I personally could do, and I'm gonna raise my expectations. So I have a whole list. I have a build out parts list. Pretty much the same thing I did for this car, but I have a whole build parts list and things that I want to get done with this car and make it look as good and as close to factory as possible. Obviously there's a turbo in there, but I really want the whole thing to look super clean and dialed. Alright, in a few minutes this thing will be completely out of the car, and then we got a part, huh Pop?
Yeah.
What did we get?
Intercooler.
Yeah, so this is my intercooler, big old box here. I'm gonna open this up real quick. Look, my dad's more excited than I am right now. It's stapled on the side.
It is a intercooler, a nice one too.
It's a big boy.
Yep.
We have to be able to support the power. Nice, go ahead. Hold on. Let me lay this down. There we go. Yeah, this thing is a big boy. So it's a 4-inch deep one. Woo!
I want to put it in a picture frame and hang it on the wall.
Yeah, it's a big boy. So, this should support my horsepower pretty easily. What do you think?
Yeah, let's get it done.
Yep. So today I didn't realize it was Columbus Day, so I went to the post office and they were closed, but the intake is there. So pretty much I just gotta get the Supercharger off, and then I'm gonna call up my buddy Levi who bought it, and then we gotta wait till tomorrow to get my intake, and then we'll put the intake on, and then I could slowly start mocking some stuff up. Tomorrow also I get, let's see, my T6 flange. So it's a true separated flange, and then I can start really mocking up some of my turbo stuff. Pop, you wanna do honors?
Oh, pull it out, yeah.
It's heavy. It's pretty tough. You acting like it's heavy, Pop.
Well, no, I just didn't want to drop it.
Now, when I do this build, see all this spaghetti in here. A lot of that's gonna be simplified quite a bit and then buttoned back so it looks really good. there's a bunch of stuff I want to do. I'm gonna have to remove power steering reservoir back to its original location up front here, which I'll be real excited about that anyway. Let's see, I probably have to mount my oil catch can somewhere else, probably do somewhere on the fender wells. I'm not sure. There's a bunch to do in here, but for right now what I'm gonna do is cover up my intake ports here, and then I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna take a break for now, go ride my bike for a little bit. So later on tonight I'm gonna pull out the heat exchanger and the ice tank, also the heat exchanger pump, because Levi purchased everything complete as I said. So good progress for today. Tomorrow I'll pick up my intake. I have the intercooler. Maybe I mount up the intercooler later on today. And then I'll also mount up the LS2. So every day I'm going to be doing a little bit on the car as much as possible to try to get done. But I will be spreading out some of these videos, so you know, you guys aren't going to get daily uploads, but you will get more frequent uploads. So I'm going to try to upload literally Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then if I have extra time I will upload one extra video. But I'm gonna be working on this thing consistently the next 3 weeks. You guys may see videos spread out just a little bit. So just some FYI of what's going on with the videos and what's going on with the GTO. But we should be making a whole lot of progress here in the next couple days.
Make up your mind, baby, 'cause the time is here.